Okay, it's now time to do the warm rinse on this machine.
Yes, it is. So we know the drill by now.
First thing, we gotta pop the controls panel. So I'll have Sharkley, the assistant, do that.
Where's the, there it is. Okay. There we go.
There we are. Alright, let's see how this side panel... Oh, see, there's two screws on this one. And then the hinge, like the other one was. Okay, but that's still fine because that'll really allow me to drill it a lot easier than trying to get in there.
Should take notice of the lid switch being here. Gotta make sure we have enough clearance for that.
Yeah, I think that'll be quite alright.
Okay.
I think we'll be okay. The wires on this one are a lot easier because they're all right here. They all go right in this connector, and it was this brown with red tracer and yellow with red tracer. Those are the magic wires we need to short, and it looks like we actually even have a little bit more slack on this one, so it should be really a no-brainer. So I guess the next step is to really just get going here. There's not too much else. I'm just going to undo some tape and cut the wires and do all that. Okay, the way I know this was from a previous video that was called Warm Rinse Proof of Concept on Newer Whirlpool with ATC. We have the machine disconnected from power. It's the yellow wire and with the red tracer and the brown with the red tracer. And pretty much it's the same story. We're just going to cut them and put a switch in to short them together. So we'll just cut those. And now using these shitty wire strippers that are not really that sharp anymore, I will try to strip the wires. Once again, we're simply going to be connecting these wires that we cut back together along with the jumper wire that I'm going to make up in the end. Probably should take a little bit more off of that, which is even more difficult. There we go. And I'll strip the rest here and make up the jumper wire. Okay, here's my jumper wire, just like the other one. Same terminals. Squeeze the ever-loving fuck out of them. That's on there nice and solid. And this one, I'll get that on. These are maybe cut a little long, but it's okay because the screw will still go through. And squeeze this one on. Okay. When it sticks to the pliers, you know that you made a good connection. In fact, these look even a little nicer than the other one, but you know what they say, the second one goes easier than the first. So there's that. Let me get a couple of wire nuts and we'll hook that up. Okay, put the yellers back together. There's the yellers together. And we'll put the black, maybe I'll do it this way. And we will El Twisto that together. There we go. Okay. Some people take a pair of pliers to that, but that's not necessary here. So I'll put that wire nut on. Nice and ticket. I should really spread this out a little bit. There we go. And put my wires in better order. There we go. Twist those together.
Forever and never to part.
Together forever and never to part.
Together forever and never to part. Together forever we two.
is I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price.
Camp Wanna.
We hold you in our hearts.
And when we think about you, it makes me wanna fart. It's I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price.
Okay. I think we're ready for a rudimentary test. So, again, we're going to just listen for change in water pressure sound. That's safe enough.
Yeah, leave it to
We'll
cold
leave it
on now.
cold.
Yeah. You want to put it to rinse, or what do you want to do?
I'll put it right to rinse.
Okay.
You don't need an extra rinse. That was from yesterday. Turn that on.
Keep those apart.
Keep them apart. There's cold. Warm. Cold. Warm. And now we got to drill the hole to the switch.
Yep, awesome.
Here's the side panel off. On this one, they used hex head bolts. They're 1/4 inch. There's 2 of them on this one instead of just 1, unless that used to have 2 on each side and it was serviced at one point. I don't know, because I didn't own that from day one. And then there is another hex head bolt instead of a Phillips screw that goes through that and screws into this thing. So this is off now, and now we are ready to drill. I'm using my drill now.
Ah,
Okay, I have center punched right there where I'm going to drill. Move the fingies out of the way. This switch, because of the shape and contour of this, is going to be a little bit of a hangle, but there's not much I can do about that. It's pretty straight on that plane, but now we just get progressively larger and larger bits. And there's the hole. Well, that's all good. Now we'll get the switch. Got this hole just right so the threads of the screw bite the plastic. So like that. Just keep turning until it bottoms out, which is going to be right there. And we'll just make it straight. This is the same orientation as the other one. I will put a meter on it to ensure that that's the right way. And that's pretty much what it's going to look like. We'll put the nut on, which now we'll screw on like that. And that can be tightened down later on. And there is your warm rinse. Now we just connect up the screws to the screw terminals and mount it back up. There he is. Warm rinse installed. Let's give her a whirl. We'll turn it on the machine. It's on rinse, as you can see.
give it a pull.
Yep, give it a pull.
And that's
The
cold.
switch is off, so that's cold. Here, get the thing in there so you can prove. I'll zoom in just to show you once again. There it is up there. Might have to wait a second for the hot water to go through.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. The sun's out.
The way the mixing thing, there it goes, now you can see it, but the way the mixing works on this, it's sort of like cold on one side and hot on the other. It doesn't really mix well in this spout. End result in the machine is fine. And we'll shut it off and watch the gauge go down. And there it is.
Yep.
So there we go. And once again, the same rules apply as to the other machine. I can do a hot, warm. I can do, you know, this is a warm override of that switch regardless. And that's it. So there we go. It's on warm. Once again, if you want a hot rinse, oh, the bulb is a little wonky there. I'll work on that. But there we go. And that's hot. Absolutely. So we're in. That's it. Warm rinse on both the Whirlpools installed. So we're ready conserving over here. Got a conserve on over here. And there we go.
Okay, right now what we're doing is we just drained the water. Now we're just going to see what it looks like with a warm spray rinse.
I love how the agitator just turns.
I know.
From the vibrations. That's number one.
We have tree huggered these machines.
Absolutely. And you can see the warm rinse is on and engaged, and here's a warm spray rinse for the first time with the switch installed.
Yes.
The suspense, ladies and gentlemen. The suspense. Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks awesome. Yeah, that's nice and strong. Now, don't be fooled. The tub isn't turning slow. The agitator just doesn't go the same speed as the tub if there's no load in it for some reason.
Wait for the second spray rinse.
Yep.
Why have one pussy kitten spray rinse when you can have two?
Exactly.
Together.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I could just imagine fucking being in there, getting that fucking warm, and it's a nice shower going on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that would definitely do the trick. Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, there you have it.
Oh, we missed something.
Yeah. All cold rinses? That's cute.
My hands are wet so the tape doesn't stick, but you get the idea.
There you go.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.